qui est derrière moi.
Good morning, my name is Mauricio Cunha. I am the Operation Director of World Vision Brazil. It's a pleasure to be here. I live in Recife, a city in the northeast part of Brazil, the poorest part of Brazil. And living there, I see poverty and hunger all the time, even in the same block that I live. And it's a huge challenge to be in a summit like this and not to see the problems of the people that we serve being addressed properly here. I'm also in charge of 40 programs that are located in some of the most vulnerable cities and communities of Brazil. We serve people that are suffering a lot with poverty, hunger, and violence. That is a problem in the whole Latin America. And totally agree with my colleague from El Salvador. We represent here 8 agencies that work in more than 100 countries. And we had high hopes that the G20 would accomplish not only change, but it literally save lives of millions of people. Every night, 925 million people go to bed hungry. If you think about the Horn of Africa, as she mentioned, you know, we have thousands of people fighting to survive in the worst drought in 60 years. And we don't see the solutions being addressed by these G20 leaders. I think it's shameful for these leaders that 200 children are malnourished today while we are here in Canada. And we are in this beautiful and sophisticated city. And I'm afraid that this summit will be known as a missed opportunity. Instead of new word, new ideas, we are still addressing the problems the old way. G20 actions on food security and price volatility need to be based on the needs and perspectives of those 925 million people that don't care much about Greek tragedies. They don't go to theater. But they have their own tragedies. And we need to address and be the voice for the voiceless. G20 has paid little attention to the support of small farmers around the world. These are the ones that provide for their own families, for their own family, and their children and wives and women. And also, we must not forget that smallholder farmers produce the majority of the world's food. So, G20 leaders should find ways to support these small farmers. And also, the problem of price volatility. These leaders should find ways to fight against these problems that affect not only the small farmers itself in the field, but also the people that live in big cities, like the big cities of Brazil and Latin America where I live, because they don't have money to afford to buy nutritious food. And also, we believe that G20 has an unique opportunity because some of these leaders have a huge challenge to fight hunger and poverty inside their own countries. So that should be the main agenda for G20. And we are here to press them in this direction. And we hope that Mexico will write truly a new story with new ideas. Thank you.
Merci Mauricio de nous rappeler que des milliards de personnes dans le monde ne se sont pas complètement concernées par la crise grecque et en fait se couchent le soir sans avoir mangé. Je souhaiterais entendre Tasnim d'Afrique du Sud.
Good morning.